main reason I chose to do SACE is because I wanted to complete more Year 12 subjects than was allowed in 1 year, and also because the flexibility of choice. So for me, I think I didn't want to have to do a language, have to do certain humanities subjects.
The main reason I chose SACE is because I saw no particular reason to do IB, because I wasn't going to travel, I was going to study overseas right away, and also specifically I was more interested in maths and sciences, and I would be more limited in my options as I could only pick one maths and then probably only one science, because I might want to do an art if I was doing IB.
The main reason for me was probably because I wasn't really ever into languages. Like, I never really did well, understood them like some people do. Some people pick them up really easily. I wasn't really one of those people, so to do a language and be compared with that language across the whole world with people who speak it fluently wasn't really what I wanted to do. And I really wanted to focus on science and maths and a lot of the humanities subjects.
I chose to do SACE because I felt that the way I studied was more oriented towards projects and assignments and homeworks rather than tests and exams and whatnot.
I'm doing English studies, math studies, specialist maths, chemistry and biology.
I'm doing physics, maths, English, geography and Chinese.
I'm doing spec maths, specialist maths, math studies, chemistry, physics and design and technology, systems communication products.
Currently I'm doing math studies, English communications, geography, biology and accounting.
It's actually very open, so the only subjects you need to do in year 11 is 1 year of English and then half a year of one type of maths, and then after that it's completely open except for, of course, you have to do RP.
There weren't really much constraints. I mean, in year 11, well obviously you have to be, I think, in set 1 to do the year 12 maths in year 11. I think SACE, as far as constraints go, there's not many.
There weren't many constraints because it really is a free, you can pick whatever you want, except for specialist maths. Specialist maths you have to do math studies, you can't just do specialist maths because it's a really difficult course. If you don't have the basis from studies, you're not going to be able to do specialist. But other than that, and English studies, you have to have done English studies last year because you continue that course. So there's that aspect, but other than that, you can pretty much choose whatever you want. There's a lot of variety, like outdoor ed and things that if you're not good at just academics, you can choose.
You get put into a year 12 class. So the way they do it is that they don't just have a year 11 class of accelerated students, because they have to fit it around your timetable and other subjects. So you're just in a class that's already being set up for year 12s right now. So I guess it's different from the middle school where there was the accelerated math class and it was only year 9 students, only year 10 students. But when you come in, you go in and you just mix in with the year 11, with the year 12s.
I almost regret not doing that. I really wish I did biology last year as a year 12 subject because it seems that I'd get an extra subject in this year which would be really good and probably boost my ATAR. But I found last year's biology course really interesting as well, so I'm kind of tossing up between that.
Biology and math studies last year, and I did the music as well as the opportunity. I think you have to really want to do it yourself, because the reason I did it was to get some subjects out of the way so it wouldn't be as much for year 12. I'm still doing more subjects anyway, I don't know why. But so then I feel I don't know, personally I feel less pressure to do well in all of my subjects this year because I know I still have the ones I did well last year in that I can use.
Exams are not nearly as important. You can do pretty averagely in the exams and do alright overall because they're only worth about 30% in most cases.
In terms of workload, it is a big step up if you want to maintain your grades. So the criteria for achieving achieving an A in the middle school will only get you like a C in the senior school. So yeah, the workload has stepped up. And
you've got your folios for every single subject, so you've got like your math folios, you've got your physics pracs, you've got your Chinese investigations, and then you've got your geographical inquiries in geography, and English you've got your folio as well. Physics you've got your pracs. There's also the social issues investigation in the physics part of it, and then with maths it's just like your folios. Chinese is kind of like English, so a couple of parts, but then in some ways it's still like geography where there's different parts and you kind of choose your own topic and just link that with Chinese. It's easy to balance out if you've got okay time management, but if you don't, then you're obviously going to struggle. I struggled a little bit with maths just because I found myself procrastinating a lot more than I should have been, and yeah.
I think most subjects have like, well, for example, English, English comms, that's what I'm doing, is all assessments. But like I know English studies, they have an exam at the end of the year. And then with other subjects like maths or like your sciences, they have a mix of assignments and tests and then an exam. But then I'm also doing accounting, and there we don't have any assignments, we just all have tests.
It's kind of just a project where you get to choose whatever you want to do. You can choose something really simple like how to make a cake, or you can choose something really complicated. But it doesn't really matter what you choose as long as you're interested in it. There are three main components for the research project: the folio, the outcome, and the evaluation. The folio is pretty much where you collect all your information. You have to research and find credible sources for what you're researching and actually find some answers to the question that you proposed. The outcome is about your answers and what you found. You can display it in many different formats. Like, I think some people do like videos or reports, or people do reports and stuff like that. And the evaluation is more based on how you researched and whether that was an effective process, or if you could have done it better, how you could have improved.
So you select your own topic that you find interesting or you find compelling, and then you try and formulate a question and then try and answer that to the best of your ability.
So a research project counts for half of a Year 12 SACE subject, and if you're doing more, in SACE only 4.5 Year 12 subjects counts, and it doesn't even need to be your half. If you do better in a 5th subject in Year 12, then it won't count. But research projects is essentially just something every SACE student does. It's meant to teach you how to do, well, I suppose, research skills and guide you through it.